tired. My generals are right. We must maintain discipline. That's all. Wait a minute. Bring that young man back. I have it. It's a leg case.
I beg your pardon, sir?
A leg case. Yes. My shelves are full of them. But not quite like this one. If the Lord Almighty gives a man a cowardly pair of legs and that man gets frightened, he can't help his legs running away with him, can he? Young man, I'm going to pardon you. Go back and do your duty.
Oh, I will, sir. I will.
I'm trusting you.
Well, Senator, Mr. President, my state of New York is crying out against this endless slaughter.
And mine, sir.
They are holding services here today, sir, for those who were sacrificed, as they are everywhere.
From the east to the west, sir. It can't go on, sir.
New England, the West, the entire country are in mourning for this useless waste of lives. Let the southern states go their way, Mr. President, and we will go ours. For I tell you, Mr. President,
Daddy, Mother won't let me stay out. She wants me to go to bed, and I don't want it.
Now, don't you think it's time for little boys to be in bed, Tad?
But I want to stay up with you.
But your mother.
If you say so, she can't make me. You're the president.
Tad, I suppose you're the only person in the country who thinks I should have any authority. Run along.
No, I want to stay with you. Please, can I, Daddy?
We're very busy here now, Tad. Run along.
All right, Daddy.
Good night. Good night.
Sleep tight.
Good night.
Gentlemen, don't you suppose my heart bleeds for all the sorrows this war has brought upon us? Do you suppose there is a human being who wants peace more than I do?
But we want lasting peace. And we can have that only by preserving the Union.
And gentlemen, the Union is going to be preserved.
And by virtue of the power and for the purpose aforesaid, I do order and declare that all persons held as slaves within said designated states and parts of states are henceforward and forever shall be free. Well, gentlemen, it is done.
More bad news, eh? I'm afraid there is.
Well, let's have it.
The Secret Service reports that there are 600,000 copperheads in the north, under oath and armed.
To get me.
Yes.
Well, that many ought to keep me dodging.
We're taking every precaution to guard you.
Where are they mostly?
Ohio has 100,000 armed men ready to rise up and depose you. Illinois, 135,000.
Illinois. My old stamping ground. That makes me feel badly. You mustn't tell Mary.
But, Mr. President, we are worried about you.
Don't mind me, eh? Go on to bed. You're tired.
Mr. Lincoln, come on to bed.
I'm worried, Mary.
You can't win this war worrying and walking around in your stocking feet.
I can't sleep.
Neither can I. At least we could sleep in Springfield, couldn't we?
Did we ever sleep?
Now stand still.
I've got it, Mary. I've found the man to win this war. And his name is Grant.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. President. Smoking is one of my most persistent habits.
And winning victories is another.
Thank you. And you do believe in me, sir?
I sent for you. General, the North is desperate. We need you.
Should I assume command, there would be no interference?
None. I promise you that. Grant, Lieutenant General is the highest army command the President can bestow. You haven't had one since General Washington. He was a fair sort of a soldier, too. Lieutenant General Grant, my orders are win the war.
I'll give my best, Mr. President.
I know you will. Unfortunately, many of us have failed to recognize a great Confederate soldier,
Lee.
On the other hand, we have thus far failed to take advantage of a great Northern soldier. I hope I am not too late in correcting the error.
Well, Mr. President, I think it only fair to warn you. Many people don't approve of me.
Nor of me. But rest assured, there will be no interference. No intrusion.
There are all these. Who locked your door?
My wife. All right, Mary.
Land sakes. Where did all the smoke come from?
Mary, meet General Grant. Mrs. Lincoln.
Pleasure indeed to meet the First Lady of the land.
Thank you. I want to talk to you, Miss Lincoln.
But, Mary,
I want to talk to you about discharging some of the servants in this house. In here, with all this smoke. Why don't you open the window? I can't stand it. Pardon me, General. I'll have to talk to you later.
Well, I'm very sorry if
There, General. No apologies. You've given me an idea. I may take up smoking myself. But to resume, General.